Okay, ready? Check, go. Here we go, shot. Ready? Let's go. Hut, hut. Got it. Ready? Ready, ready? Ready, set, go! Set up! Set up! Down! Hut! Ready, ready! Ready! Here we go, here we go! Check out! Ready, ready! Ready! Come on, come on! Hut, hut! Ready up! Ready, ready! Shot! Ready, go! Let's go now.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions' sure-handed tight end. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Lions and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Now Stroud. Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's 3rd and 10. Stroud on 3rd down now. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here's Pierce. He's going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Stroud to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Now the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Hooker. He finds his man complete. That's Clayton. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at the defense for these Texans.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Second down and a yard. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hooker's going to throw it. That pass is...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
That's probably bringing back Knight.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man to the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Lions will take over.
But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right? At this point of the season, you have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here, you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Hooker on first down.
Completes it to Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The Lions at 4-9 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jack Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he fields it cleanly. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. K.J. Hamler, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in that first half. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Here's Hooker. That is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. Though, he's unable to convert.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st and 10, Hooker.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Caught by Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the 2nd half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
So here come the Lions now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now a bootleg with Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Hooker now on 1st down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
2nd and 10. Hooker back to the air.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here will go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Clayton. Touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Stroud now on 1st and 10.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Stroud working out of the gun.
It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Now Stroud. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Over the middle to Beckham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Come on. Alert. Rock on switch. Rock. Hey. Check. Smack.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And the pressure gets to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Texans will take over. So Stroud and the Texans
down by 9. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here we go.
Stroud. Finding Schultz.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Here's Stroud.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Stroud.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Here's first down. Stroud back to throw.
Pushes past him. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their